Hey everybody, Asher here. Time for more Wartales. You can see that we are currently paused. It's currently raining. It just a little bit after the last time we stopped, where we did some mistakes by forgetting to actually chain up and take some people prisoner. We'll probably do that later. But right now we have our brave crew. I call them crew like it's FTL of Matt, now with an R, Matt Parker, Acrotroper, Tony Leapart, and Rock Forehead here. Wandering the countryside, where once they were farmers, now they have some other things to do. Like, for instance, we have a little lake area up here that we want to go to. We do actually have a bounty to turn in, which is going to be very important because our people's payment is due in a little bit. And we will have a little bit of time to turn around and turn that in. And once we do, we can hopefully have some money. My goal is to get a fifth member of the company here. So let's go ahead and get started. I didn't get any comments for anybody volunteering to be the pony. So for now, we'll keep the pony the pony. We still have our hot salt over here, which is stolen goods. And we are actually going to be walking, if I do this right, we're going to be walking near somewhere where we might be able to turn some of the stuff in. But I did almost go up the hill. We do not actually want to go up the hill. We want to kind of stay down in the valley towards the lake here because that's where we were directed from last time. And we actually do have all kinds of quest markers and everything here. Let's see if I can. I thought I could get this pulled up. Anyway, sentence to death is what we're working on right now. There's somebody who did maybe a few things wrong in his life, and the law is finally caught up with him. I'm really hoping I can find some wood here as well. That would be really nice because I do want to build a cooking pot here before too long. Mushrooms are nice if you're a fun guy, but can't not do that. So there's some. I hope that's wood sitting outside here in the open. It does look like it's wood. How much wood do we have now? We are fairly close to. Who's our tinkerer again? Not you. Not you. Not you. Rock Forehead. I don't think we can look at our tinkerer skill just yet, but we do need, I believe, 4 wood to build a cooking pot, and that is obviously very important. So let's go by the lakeside camp. I don't want any trouble here. But this is part of this quest, allegedly. We do have potential things to take. Steal? No, looks like we just... Oh, we do have things that we can try to steal. I don't think I want to steal any of that anyway. Plus, these people don't look exactly particularly nice. Our boss is open to recruiting anyone, including refugees. The villagers are blaming us for taking advantage of the situation, but at least we're not letting these people starve to death. Oh, I see a little bit of shade there. And there is Beth over here. One of our new recruits hasn't returned from his first assignment. I'm starting to worry. Stealing grain should be quick and easy. Something must have gone terribly wrong. He probably just got delayed. He seems capable enough for a refugee, so we could warn or we could leave. Let's leave for a second here because I want to talk to this other person here. Losserin. How did I manage to get all this? All hard work. That's the secret. Now, obviously, these are all hot goods as well, and this is one of the few places where we can actually sell stuff here that is stolen, but you see, we're not going to get any money for it. If I progress this quest, we may have to look later to actually have some stuff here. I'm going to go ahead and do this because there is a black market that you can open later. So let's go ahead and warn. Caught red-handed on his try. I never should have recruited a simple farmer. He just didn't have it in him. He cannot hang by my fault. Pack it up, lads. We're leaving. As for you, come and meet me at the farm. We could do with your help. So that's fascinating. We're back down here. Meet up with Isabeth and the bandits. Hey, now that nobody's here... Is it stealing if I just take it now? There's some wine. No. We've learned that they're bandits. So, yeah. Can we take your tents too? Maybe not. Alright, so once again, we are playing on Ironman mode. And we're going to have to figure out what we're doing here. So let's go up here. We technically, once again, have a lot of time to do this. And if our fatigue gets a little too high, we could potentially run into some combat minus problems here. But it's raining. It's okay. So this is Wartales, once again, for those of you who maybe are not as familiar with it. And I'm going to go ahead and just hit the options here. We really need to turn up this global volume. There's a lot of good stuff here. And for once... Maybe in the rare instance here where the game is actually super quiet. Like, I can hear it in my ears. Okay, there's not too much more than rain sound, so... Let's listen to the rain. Uh-oh. We have farmers versus bandits. So it looks like we're going to have a choice to make. Do we back the farmers or do we back the bandits here? All right, so here we go. Release the refugee immediately, says Isabeth. But you brought bandits, mercenaries. Are you willing to let them slaughter us to save a thief? That's the village chief, Odie. Now, one of the things that you'll get the impression of here is that Odie, if you remember last time, was standing around cross-armed saying, LOL, LOL. How could you... we're just going to let you starve, but we're all going to be fine. He's just a desperate farmer. Let him go and no harm will come to you. Who's to say we won't be back in a few days to plunder our supplies? No, we won't let any of you leave. Very well, have at you. Mercenaries, whatever those thieves promise you, I can pay you much more to defend us. We'll even forget you ever got involved in this. So we fight, but we're going to have a choice here. Level 1 foot soldiers and phalanx soldiers, or level 1 hoodlums and poachers here. So I guess one of the first questions I'm going to have here is, do we back these people, or do we go after these? And I think that's an important thing to think about just in the context here, is that technically the farmer was stealing, but they're sentencing to death for stealing. So that's a little bit too hard here. On the other hand, this might be a harder fight because these foot soldiers, phalanx soldiers, they obviously have a little bit more equipment, but we're not going to be out there by ourselves. So the question is, do we want the village chief on our side, or do we want the bandits on our side? I don't know if we can actually capture with the shackles these guys, but we could definitely capture some of these. I think at this point we just we can get a bar of soap, or we can get adjustable straps. 20 influence and plus 20 story here. I think I have to follow my heart here and say, I know Isabeth's with bandits, but there's clearly something going on where Odie's just trying to lord, maybe that's not the right word, lording over, but just kind of laughing at the situation where you have a wife that's crying because her husband's going to die just because they were starving. So there we go. We only have 2 allies. Come on, y'all. I was expecting more allies. Combat is initiated. Good thing we repaired all of our armor and stuff, because this is Ironman, so we're going to have a bit of a fight. Some of the characters' company are important. If they die, you'll have to restart the battle. Protect them. So we can't just let them, be our meat shield. So there is Isabeth, foot soldier, village chief. So let's take a quick gander here. Village chief is the leader. So we do have inspiration on that. I guess one of the questions I have here, because she's a leader too, and we can't actually let her die. You are totally expendable. Although it looks like we can't control you. There's oh wait. Foot soldier, phalanx soldier, rock forehead, Tony. So I guess the question becomes, do we want to... I don't want to do 3 versus 2, but I have a feeling that Isabeth is just going to rush the village chief. So I think it's going to be better if we collapse all of our people in here. Wow, I have spam calls that are really spamming me really hard today. I think it's going to be a really good idea if we rush for these 5. I know they have the leader's inspiration, but their leader's inspiration means only movement is doubled. Yeah, we want to not let these phalanx things do phalanx things if at all possible. So we're going to try to engage them first. So we can move a unit, then they're going to be able to move, and then Village Chief Odie's going to be able to move. So Matt, I guess my question is, when is the second phalanx move? It's going to be a while. So we should be able to possibly engage one of them. We just don't want to be able to force the engagement for both of them. So hopefully the hoodlum will do some good. Let's move you over here. This guy has armor, so we'll move you like so. See, as nice as it is to start with 2 spear bros, I was really hoping that we'd be in a kind of different situation right now, but this is fine. So you're engaged. You're started here. And the phalanx, once again, if you're already engaged with an ally, so this guy would have to come over and do this. So we'll see. And this foot soldier is going to attack from the back. Ouchie. Matt, you're having a bad day. There's the village chief. He's going to shoot Isabeth. And if AI is controlling Isabeth, that's going to be a bad time. So see, he's hiding over here. So we kind of just need to do our own thing right now. So let's see here. Akra. We definitely want to... we got 2 options here. First off, we got all these people over here too. Which foot soldier is this? This foot soldier? Okay, so you're not going to be in range of anybody. Like I said, I hope I can control Isabeth. I think I can, but we'll see. If the AI is going to screw me over, this is going to be a fun series. I kind of want to not have you attacking from behind, but I kind of want to have you not engaging either. So let's engage in some focus fire here. We're going to try to stab you and push you this way. That's what we want to do. So now that you're not engaged, I think I may have made a whoopsie here because we were trying to keep him engaged to where he couldn't move till later. That's all right. We'll send the hoodlum on him because the hoodlum is disposable. Okay, I don't think we can't move anymore. All right, so this is the fun part of playing Iron Man, is that, wow, their movement is doubled. That is what they said. So Isabeth is now having a bad day, and it looks like the AI is controlling this. So we are possibly going to be in this encounter for a little while. We gotta hop to it here. So rock forehead. I guess one of the more reliable ways to solve this problem is just to kill him, right? Would have loved a crit there. Alright, well, it looks like we're not getting it, so gonna be up to Tony to see if we can focus fire down. So can we move you again? Looks like we can. Could possibly even move you like right here. So who are you? You're phalanx. The important thing is that none of us are engaged right now. So if we can kill this guy before he gets to attack, it's going to be up to Tony to make it happen. All right, so you... Everyone's just going after Matt, as they should, I guess. And then here we're going to have Isabeth. No, the hoodlum's going to take a hit. That's good. That's good for us. So I guess one of my questions is this guy in range? He is, barely. Fortunately, unlike XCOM, this is 100% hit, so rock forehead actually good here. And we do have Valorous Victory, which means we do get... anytime this unit kills an enemy, we get a Valor point. We don't have a ton of ways to use Valor points yet, but this is fine. So please do good. No, we do not want you to go really hard here, because if she dies, we're going to have some serious problems. So new round is starting. We have another foot soldier, we have another phalanx soldier, and quite frankly, we have a really, really tough setup here. So my question becomes, first off, clearly we need to engage this guy. So Matt, let's go ahead and just put you right here. I'm going to say, give him the hammer. So now you're engaged. Congratulations. And Matt is now officially taking damage. Now we do more damage from behind, but the other thing is that we don't really get the same surround bonus unless we get like right up in their face. So if we like stab here, that's still a pretty healthy amount of damage. But we're going to start moving you down here. We're going to do a little bit of a hit and run strategy because this is a 3 versus 2, and with the village chief over here doing his bow thing on Isbeth, who's already having a bad day, this is not going to end well. So if this doesn't work and we have to restart the fight, we could be here for a while. That's fine. So that's a good turn for her. If she doesn't get killed, that's a problem. Oh, good. Oh, you just want to get... What are you doing? You're just giving my people a hug. That's fine. All right. We should be able to nip that in the bud soon here. So if we stand right here, well, I kind of want to do this, but that puts me in firing range. We don't have to make... Oh, shit. There's not an undo button that I know of. Maybe there is. Let's look and see. We don't want retreat here because I definitely did not mean to do that. Oh, boy. End round. We definitely don't want to do that. So that was a huge misplay because I thought I had unclicked Ochre here. So now this fight just got infinitely tougher. This is fun for Ironman. I'm actually going to go ahead and click here real quick. Battle Brothers, can you undo movement? Movement. Googling is fun. There's no undo button. It doesn't really fit with the gameplay. Well, that's too bad. Alright, well. I was wondering if we'd have to redo this fight anyway. Now we may actually have to redo it. Alright, cool. So that was a super duper waste of time here. Alright, so Matt now getting a little bit more injured. Hoodlum, doing hoodlum things. Finally getting some poison on here. We could have had another murder-death kill. Instead, it looks like we're just going to get... Oh, well, we can still kill this phalanx. That's nice. Well, that is most excellent. Leader's aggression. This unit always deals critical hits. Well, I should read the tooltips more. We can try to run to a different position as well. It's not super helpful. So we're going to cancel that. Alright. Alright, so now Rock Forehead is getting rocked. Cool. Well, I'm glad you're soaking up damage here. And nobody's attacking Isbeth. So that's fine. Alright, so we need to tie you down. You guys are not currently engaged. So best thing we can do absolutely is engage the village chief. So anytime you can take an archer off the board because they stupidly run into the battle, that's fine. Matt'll have an attack of opportunity. This foot soldier is going to get to beat Rock Forehead in the head, but he can take it. It's literally in the name. Alright, who's next? Village chief. I don't know if we want to, like, back shoot him now. Here, let's put Akra in here. Because you're going to move, and then we have an ally, and then... Wow, you guys are acting really slow today. I'm really glad that Isbeth is already not about to die here. I don't think we can move to the point of saving her, is one of my concerns. And I don't think you can run either, so that's a really big problem. Like, we had this fight in the bag until we didn't. And it's all because of one misclick, so... Stabby. Alright, so you're gonna stab for one. Well, I guess technically, since the foot soldier's engaged with the hoodlum, maybe we're not in as much trouble. We'll have to find out in a minute. Alright, so... We shoot here. That's a lot of damage. If we shoot here, it's a lot of damage. Okay, before we do that, let's make sure we don't fuck this up any more than we already have. I'm not going to try to run away, so... Has this foot soldier already attacked, I guess is my first question. I think he has. So if we stab him, we can take him out next turn. Alright. Oh, he's actually bleeding, isn't he? Let's look at our status here. Poison! Loses 5% of their maximum health at the end of their turn. So you might just die from poison anyway. Still don't want to take damage if I can avoid it, but here's the big deal. We don't know if this foot soldier is going to go after Tony. And fortunately, the hoodlum's getting hit and not Isabeth. So that's a plus. And fortunately, the foot soldier did not go after my exposed archer. Nice. Alright, so armor's doing what it's supposed to do. Seems like we're kind of by the numbers now. Alright, so... Pew pew. And that's our turn. And then that should be a death. There's a poison cloud that they got to watch out for. Like, this is the poison cloud I was talking about that's really hard to see with some of the backgrounds here. But Hoodlum's suddenly making good work of stuff here, so we're galvanized now. That's very exciting. Let's see here. Matt versus Village Chief. Can we get the kill damage here? We can. Alright. Bam! Right in the face. Our opponents are deciding to flee. We do not want to let them go, because I'd love to get their gear. Unfortunately, this foot soldier does have an action soon. So what can we best do to make this action work for us? I think it's going to be... Well, we got to end Matt's turn first. Alright, so we have more armor to repair anyway. Fortunately, the armor took the entire brunt of that. So, Rock. In the world of rock, paper, scissors, I don't know why you can't move. The reason you can't move is because you are actually trying to attack. Okay, so I can stab you a little bit. Then we should be able to stab you just a little bit more. Good. So we're full crit all the time. Thanks, bandits. Can we be your best friends later? We're totally not going to put anybody in jail here. And now I want to test something real quick. If we get behind you, well, I don't know if we can actually take this foot soldier to the jail. Technically, he's not a criminal. Oh, damn it. This is me again. Hi, my name is Asher, and all I do is misclick. Okay, we had 2 more chances to see ahead of time. But I guess if it bleeds, it bleeds. Fatigue. Your group is overtired. Your companions might die of exhaustion. Well, that's fun. Turns out fighting is a little bit of a problem here. So we got experience points, influence. We did not get an increase in suspicion for doing that. Lots of human remains. We have some non-hot salt, a reinforced spear. Maybe the best part of this. A better shield. Wow. Yes, please. Then we can repair all. Because we still have some materials. We have a level 2 spearman. I think, with the wrath here, we do have, stunning assault and impale as skills instead of just impale. Like if we re-equip the spear here, it does give better strength. If I could just right click, there we go. And you see suddenly we have destabilization. So this means that we can combo and do an extra, like, destabilize somebody if we can get mad on them first. So ability points here. Willpower, crit. I don't really want a ton of these. I would much rather have strength or constitution. I think I'm going to do willpower this time, but I don't know if that's the right move. And then next level, we'll be able to get something else here. So fun. All right, so you leveled up. Did we forget to level up something? I don't know, maybe. What did we forget to do? We need to pick one of these after all, because you're level 2. I thought you'd hit level 3. Okay, so pausing. I like Valor support. Anytime this unit ends their turn next to an ally and is not engaged in combat, you gain +1. I think that goes very well with the comboing here, so we'll do that. Pausing, and then we're just going to camp. Because we might as well. We now owe our troop money. We need to pay them in a little bit. So it looks like we don't have any bandits to turn in yet. So let's go to the farm, see if we can get some money from these people if they have it. They probably don't. But look, here we go. Isabeth, Thort, and Teresu. Let's talk. Thank you for your help. Recruiting refugees seemed like a good idea at the time, but being desperate does not make them good thieves. Without your help, my mistake could have cost this poor soul dearly. Please accept this on behalf of my people. It's not much, but I hope the mercenaries will not be too disappointed. So we got a bar of soap and some more fate stuff, influence, and now go take these to the good people, now to take these good people to the haven, wherever the haven is. So let's look in the rucksack here. The scent of spring emanating from the squeaky clean thief washes away the victim's suspicions. Troop bonus. Reduces suspicion by 10 and gains by 10% during a theft. Well, that's a backpack accessory, and this is in our backpack, right? Our resident thief here today is Tony. And I'm pretty sure we do equip the bar of soap. Okay, cool. There we go. The things I should really know about this game right now. By the way, can we steal from these poor people? Looks like we can't. So let's talk to Thort, who is no longer crying. Thank you, mercenaries. I promise I'll never steal again. Elizabeth told us about the haven, a refuge where pariahs like us can come together and help each other out. That's where we're heading. So Theresa here saying, Thetusa, excuse me. Thank you so much. Had I known that his friends were bandits and that he turned his life to crime, I would have done everything in my power to stop him. Well, apparently the mayor did not. So That is, I don't know if that's wheat that I can take. It looks like that's, if we step outside for a second here to camp, we'll check and see if they're still in here or not. So let's camp by the road here. We're not going to be able to pay our people yet. But we do have over here, we do want to make some more stuff at the workshop. And then we are just short on a cooking pot right now. So if we can buy some wood, that's something that we're definitely going to do next time. We have 17 iron out of 18. So we can actually craft 2 more fish hooks here. And then, no, let's see here. We need 8, we have 17. How much does a lockpick take? Let's go ahead and do craft 2 of these. So that's 15. Let's go ahead and craft 3 of these. Alright, cool. And we got a first craft bonus as well. Don't really want to do that with the rope. So we got another knowledge point. Can we spend it? Could spend it to get saddlebags. Saddlebags aren't bad. I think it's probably better than trying to get some of this gear. Because we're not really at a point in the game yet where we need, like, the gear. We will need it eventually. But we're not there yet. So we still have other first craft bonus things. Let's go ahead and learn saddlebags. Alright, so we don't actually have enough leather, but I know where we can get leather. But carrying capacity increased by 10 is very important because you can see we're kind of coming up on that. Oh yeah, wait a minute. Matt here, you probably need something better than a barrel lid. So let's put this on you. You now have a respectable shield. You're still fighting with an old club. I'd love to upgrade that. I know I said we don't need the weapons yet, but we still want to do it. Your dexterity's down because you're tired, right? Okay, so let's go to sleep here. Can we do anything with the pony? Doesn't look like it. We don't have any equipment for you. Cool. So here we go. We have plenty of bread to eat. Let's go ahead and celebrate here with a drink. So some good old-fashioned wine. Good old-fashioned cider. And that'll be fine. Okay, so let's rest. We can't pay anybody yet. So they're not going to be pissed that we haven't paid them yet. But once we pass through town, we'll be able to get some more of that. Alright, so we're resting. Okay, so refugee leaders caught wind of our actions and wants to meet with us in the Haven. They're not happy with wage delays. I understand. But we will pay you guys. We're not gonna do the Battle Brothers thing of just letting it ride forever. But eventually what we are gonna have to do is go to the Haven, but we're gonna do this bounty first because we got some other shit to do. So press C to uncamp and let's turn our money in. Can we buy some wood from you guys is another one of my questions. No, but you're our good old-fashioned meat salesman. I kind of want to sell some of this stuff, but I don't know if we're there quite yet. All right. No, we're not going to do that just yet. Okay, cool. Is that wood down there? It is. So there's wood number 4, and it looks like we have somebody that's dead ski down here. And then we have the old fishery as well. So let's inspect this. This looks like a trap. That's crowns. We take those. That's a dead body with more crowns. And what's this? That's the mine. I don't think we can do this yet. There may be a mission for it later. So yeah, it's taken by henchmen and raiders. We're not taking that fight yet. I don't remember if there's a contract available for it, but we still could do it. So let's visit the fishery. And then we'll head back up to town. Alright, so here's old Wilbert. Hey, buddy. Are you here to catch some fish? Well, I hope you know what you're doing. Well, thank you. Now we do actually have... Do we have somebody that's an angler? I thought we did. You're a thief. You're a miner. Okay, no. So we need to recruit somebody else to actually go fishing. It's fine. Discovering this location's important because we're going to have some business with him later, I'm pretty sure. All right, so inventory closed. This is not our meat merchant. Like I said, I'd love to get some bandits to try to attack me. Raw materials, not bad. Iron ore, not bad. Sandstone, powder, lockpicks. We don't really want to do any of that, so let's just... Okay, so this is all like starting gear. I doubt we're gonna have any reason to like keep this here. So we can sell for 30, sell for 15. And we're not going to try to steal today. We have 12 iron. I kind of want to buy... We're at 91, so we don't want to attack these guys either. So we're just going to sell for now. Like I said, if we can get some bandits to like pop out at us, then we'll have somebody to turn in on the way to this. Like we have the Mount Atlantis salt mine. This is where we started. We know this mine is another location where we can mine some iron. I think actually we should be due to be able to mine some stuff again. Oh, here we go. Bandits. Right on cue. So hoodlum and a poacher. We're not going to negotiate. We're going to fight. And this time we're going to try to capture some people so that we can turn them in for even more cash. All right. So we have a poacher. We have 2 hoodlums. We have some chains here. Yeah. Let's put Matt over here. I think Akra should go... Well, no. If we put Akra over here, Matt over here, Rocky over here. We'll keep Tony over here because his range is not that long yet. It will get better as time goes on. So let's go ahead and dive in. Matt can obviously run up here and beat somebody in the face. So let's go ahead and club him. Bam. Got him. All right, then our other move here. Now let's see here. We're going to have the archer. It's going to be able to do some stuff in a minute. Let's go ahead and move you. Okay, before we accidentally move here, let's see here. So these guys move first. I was mainly hoping that this hoodlum wouldn't move just yet. Now you see here that we don't get a damage bonus from being farther away now. So the pitchforks do have their advantage here. And we do get a bonus for being next to somebody. So I just want to make sure here we're not actually hitting Matt. So that's good. Let's see what this does. All right, so your destabilization with an S. Guard reduced to 0. So that's good for us. Clearly. So arrow to the knee. Ouch. Now here's the other thing that I just realized I might not have done. Did I need to actually equip the chains? That's hilarious if that's the case. I don't know if we can see the character menu right now, but it's fine. Okay, so right now you are in range. We're not going to worry about the rocks that are all around you. Let's move you up here. Let's just fire the arrow. Pew pew. And then we're going to move you over here. All right. So end of turn, return of Ganon. You're double poisoned now, which is a problem. We're going to try to do something... Oh, man, this kind of actually messes things up a little bit. Okay, we have 2 turns. Let's think about it before we actually mess this up. So if we hit you hard, we'll take you under. And that's good. We're not going to try to disengage here. You're going to take a little bit of poison damage. Now, rock forehead. If we put you back here, am I going to be able to capture? Capture. When an enemy has less than half their health, use to change the rope to capture them. Place one of your units next to an engaged enemy to try to capture them. So... Knockout. Knocks out an enemy while they are engaged in the ally. This will be taken prisoner after combat ends. Cannot be used if this unit is engaged in combat. So, success rate 63%. Of course, it's XCOM style, so we know what's going to happen here. Alright, well, we'll just try that again in just a minute. Okay. So, Matt obviously can take a little bit of damage here. Okay, so that's a little bit of a problem. I think we go for it again. Except unfortunately now his like back is totally to the back here, so it's a little bit of a problem. All right, let's not move you yet. Let's go over here and shooty shoot. So you're down to 7. So we might be able to capture both of these guys next turn if we're lucky. We might be able to capture you right now. Of course, we can't actually move you here. Like, I don't think this counts as the back. So what our better move here is to just go ahead and engage this archer, so we don't get a bunch of arrows in here. Alright. Because that's a great way to get killed if we're just trying to do some capture shenanigans today. So that's the slowest archer in the west. It's fine. 2 damage. Nice job. Alright, a new round is starting. So first off, let's rotate the camera here, because that's just a good thing to do. Can we capture? We can try. Chains. 57% chance. We missed. Alright, well. We're going to try to capture the archer instead anyway, so let's go ahead and... Oh wow, we have to try to impale you. And that's not necessarily going to work. Okay, well in that case... How much armor do you have? You have 3 armor, right? Okay, let's just move away for a second so you're not engaged. You got hit a little bit. But it's fine. Let's... If we move right here, we should still be able to knock out, right? 63% chance. There we go. So you're down for the count. And we're just gonna, you're gonna be able to do stuff anyway, right? So let's end turn here. Matt's not having a great day with poison. So you're engaged, you're done. We can only get you down to 1. Apparently, we did a little more than 1 damage. Okay. So you are now dead. Congratulations. Let's do a quick thing called, can we actually use first aid on another poison person? That's fine. The one problem is that we have 4 poison damage on Matt, so we're on a little bit of a clock here for the fight. Alright, so let's go ahead and just stabby stab the poacher. In turn. Ouch, our armor's injured. Alright, so let's try to do this nice and clean. And 5 damage is good. And can we move you? We can't actually move you to the back, can we? I don't want to move you to the back because you'll take more damage. We actually can't move anybody to the back. Well, we can't move you to the back, so let's go ahead and disengage again. Like, you have 6 health. If we use Wrath, you'll kill him. The problem is that if we try to do that right now, you know what we're gonna do? We're just gonna end this fight. I don't want Matt to take any more damage. And clearly we can't get behind this guy because we'd have to actually disengage him here. Because we can't engage with this. So let's just stab. There we go. All's well that ends well, I guess, right? So we have some repairs. We do have an injury for somebody who's captured. Taken prisoner. That's fine. What actions do we have here? We can execute a release. We're not going to do that. You're just a buddy in a backpack here. Diatos is fine. What do we get here? We got a silver brooch. Suit anyone with excellent taste. So they got rich. We got a lot of money here. We got some cloth. We got some influence. We're going to repair all this. And it looks like, despite Matt being a damage sponge here, you didn't actually get an injury, so that's a plus. All right, Constitution's good. We're going to go full main tank for you here, which means we do want to do possibly destroy your weakening blow, applies weakening status, or we can do poison impact for medium armor. I mean, you're a brute, so technically you don't have to be here. Disengages and charges in a straight line, deals 5 damage to all units in their path, and applies slowdown for 1 turn. Is cute, but not as necessarily easy to implement as you think. Applies poison to all bleeding units. I think weakening blow is the easiest thing to use anyway, so we'll do that. All right, so level 2, Destroyer. Is it actually... Did we actually change the name of your class? Yeah, he's a Destroyer now. Fun. Okay. Well, we got our first capture. Didn't go 2 for 2, but the important thing is that we have a source of income. We're going to have even more money, so let's go ahead and turn this in. And then I think this has been a very eventful little time here, hasn't it? Because we have some influence. We have a lot of other shit that we can do. So let's go ahead and start at the end here. Maybe the most important part is to talk to you. I'm going to collect this bounty. There we go. First bounty's right there. And we have Bandit's Lair well guarded to the southwest. We do have another easy one, and that's at the mine. The client will let you keep whatever you find in there. So this is the one that we are hoping to actually trigger. So we'll do that one. Probably not this time. We're probably going to go up and do attacking the bandits that are going after the desperate refugees. So this is fine, as long as we keep the easy ones up. Oh, I didn't actually mean to do that one. Well, you know what? This is why we all make mistakes here. We can actually do the Pedra mine around here. Well, as recent increase in caravan raids has attributed to edit squad. We're going to go to this one too. So now we have 3 available. That's actually a pretty good stack of stuff here. But we're going to go to the east first because there's some stuff that I want to do there. So that's a plus. Let's see who we have actually sitting here. We have Tharal. Love to discover new places and travel the world. I did say I wanted a brute with a giant hammer at one point. But since we have 2 spear bros, I would kind of... All units in the area damage increased by 90% against units that still have armor. The question is, do I want to have somebody like him? Let's see who else is available. Like, technically, this is the part of the game where I'd be getting, like, a second archer. We definitely don't want another spear person. We're full up on spear people. As cool as your little bowl cut looks. And we have Draken and you as well. At your service, provided you pay me handsomely. Well, there we go. All right, I think this is where we want to go with this. Shield connoisseur, better guard while holding a shield. That could be really good if we go the main tank route. You have another first aid kit. Your strength is all right. Let's see what the trait is. I always forget to check traits because I get too excited. It's like, new people. So if we inspect you, and when are wages due? 1 day and 18 hours. So we're not going to have to double up on wages right now. You're resilient, so 5% chance of resisting poison, bleeding, and burning. That's not bad. I like Tharal as well. I like him a lot. But I got to go with what I've kind of felt like we've needed in the fights, and what we've needed is a second person to tie down people. So we'll get Tharanol. So if we have somebody who wants to be a female character here, by all means, give me a name request. I have a few other people that I'm thinking of conscripting from the comments section from Star Sector or other places, so that's fine. We're going to go ahead and recruit you, though. So it costs 60 money and 30 influence, which is why we need to get some influence before. And we can still pay our wages, so that's good. 65 wages are due. 85 coming. It'll be fine. We have enough food for 3 days. So that'll be good. We're going to get more money from turning in a prisoner, and we're going to need to take that money and turn it into money. Remember, one of the reasons that we're having money problems to begin with is because I went and started the game with a money penalty. Otherwise, we could potentially captured all three of those people. So we have the market, we have the apothecary, forge. Can we do tinkering at the forge? It looks like we can just do forging at the forge. All right, do we need it? We probably need to buy some more of these. This is market price. I don't know if this trinket actually has any stats on it. It's just a silver brooch. I don't know if we can really trade it later. We have mushrooms for food. You don't sell chains. We do have a lot of cloth. Let's step back for a second. Oh, okay. First off, we're going to buy, and let's not go too crazy here. Okay, let's buy. Let's get up to 10. So if we have like 2 fights worth of stuff here. All right, so let's leave. Because I think we might be able to make some armor here in just a second. And clearly, Theranol, who will be named something else later, we're going to make you our fishy person. Because fishing is another good profession for stuff here. So we don't have the leather to make rags. We don't have the leather to make a targe. But we do need to get rags so that we can build up some other stuff. And believe it or not, rags are better armor than what we have. I'm a little surprised we don't have leather yet, but we just haven't fought the right things on the overworld, which is fine. Alright, so we're here. We've been to the inn, we've been to the forge, we've been to the town hall. The Threes Market here. We have some more refugees that we're not really gonna deal with today. We could technically try to steal some bread here, but what we're looking for is stuff like this. Price is temporarily reduced. So we do want to buy some more food. So 6 here. I'm just checking my money to make sure that we're not totally screwing ourselves. We are going to get paid immediately, but we are going to get hit with another wage bill if we're not careful. Which means I could probably sell this. I do want to buy some more chains. We could probably sell the comfrey as well, but this is fine. Salt, and then hot salt, and then wood. Next time we camp, we'll be able to do some other things here. So let's go ahead and just leave this. Do you have anything below market? Not today. So that's fine. And then legend here. You do have some leather for sale. And then barber kits actually are priced temporarily reduced. We're not going to buy them. But let's see if, let's just do, how much can we buy here? 65 plus 85. We're already a little short. We'll plan to be a little faster on the return here. So let's buy 20 gold worth. All right. Back to the blacksmith. And if we go to the forge here, rags takes, I didn't need to buy, oh, I misbought on the leather, it's fine. I was thinking of the targe, that would take a little bit less leather. So we want to use some cloth, that's fine. We'll get some more leather and other stuff here. So let's go ahead and forge some rags. Do you really want to create rags? That's a great question. So this is where I'm going to mess up some timing again. Let's do it. Almost perfect, but still we get +1 rags, and we have new recipe reinforced plate armor. So there we go. We can't build more of these, but if we look at our characters here, like Matt, who's up in the thick of things right here, is wearing angler's rags. That's +8 +8. So anything we can do, it's +10. Actually lets us have a modification as well. It just looks nicer. +8. I think it's going to be Tony that has our weaker armor. Yeah, farmer's rags +5. Angler's rags. So Tony, you get an upgrade. More importantly, how much can we sell rags for? We can sell rags for 10. Yes, sir. I mean, technically, that was leather for 5, right? So we can just sell this and then buy 2 more, right? It's the economy, stupid. then the market here... We're going to be swimming in leather later. But for now, let's just get ourselves started. I could try stealing the leather. I probably should be stealing more. We've been sitting with this suspicion down really low. Let's go ahead and craft just a little more here. Our knowledge, by the way. We have Targe. And there's a bunch of other stuff that we haven't necessarily learned here yet. Endurance run. Movement speed goes up by 5. Troop eats 3 less food per day for rationing. I think that's possibly going to be important in a little bit. Frugality. Wage is less. Reinforced armor plate. Okay, so that's level 2 required. That just means that's what we unlocked. Okay. So fascinating. I'll have to think about some of this stuff, but I think for now, as nice as it is to build some of this shit, we're gonna, rationing looks good of all these. Repair materials restore 5 additional armor points for restoration. Let's go ahead and make our food go farther first. Alright. So once more with the forging. I build one more set of rags. This time we're going to try not to mess up. Thought I was too slow. Thought I'd have to hit that piece too. So there we go. Plus 12 armor. See, hitting those things on time makes a really big difference. So we'll give you the plus 2. Just because we don't want you to die. We are trying to make things work. By the way, what's our traits here again? You're tough. Chance to not suffer any injuries. So that's why Matt didn't suffer any injuries. He's tough. Akra is brave. Which means you get a bonus if you're outnumbered. Tyrannical, Tony. Willpower increased by 2 as long as there are prisoners in the troop. Well, that's good to know. And then silent. Noise is reduced by 3 in abandoned villages. So that's good to know. And we're going to go ahead and set her to angler. Can fish in fishing hunts. So that's going to be good for us because that's another source of food. All right. Looks good to me. Let's go ahead and talk. A little bit of unit management here. I was kind of expecting to maybe be able to do the next mission here, but we got some fights. We got some other stuff going on. We got a new party member. And it looks like next time we're just going to be turning in the prisoner here, and we're going to be going over and seeing what we can do over here because wages are going to be due in a little bit, and we want to make sure we have the money both to do that and to get some more chains to turn in. Hopefully more than one criminal, because right now we have 2 ropes, 1 chain. I'll probably buy 2 more chains depending on how things go. The money kind of adds up. And then we have 2 more bigger contracts over here, which is good money. And then I think as we move around, we'll get some other missions to do. But yeah, this is Battle Brothers. This is kind of the ebb and flow of the game. And just remember, we're only episode 2 in. There's a lot that we'll be able to do in the days to come. But that's going to do it for this one. This is Asher. By all means, if you want to be in the game, leave your name in the comments, request. I can't guarantee anything other than at some point we're going to get a bad roll and we're going to start dying. But for now, things are good. So I will take that. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Feel free to leave your thoughts in the comments. Like the video if you liked it. I guess dislike it if you disliked it. But at that point, why are you here 54 minutes into the video? Whatever. You do you. Thanks for watching. We'll do this again soon. You all take care.